This video is sponsored by Jaden Smith's left eyebrow. Hell yeah. I don't necessarily know how fun rugby is to play or watch. All I know is that if you're getting decked by a 250-pound man with no protective gear on, I feel like more people should be watching your sport. I don't think I've heard a single coherent human being talk to me about rugby. Who the hell is talking about that shit? Nobody. Meanwhile, people are literally on their deathbed because they played 2.5 games of rugby.
Even lessons learned the hard way are lessons learned.
Every single gymnast that I've ever met is always insanely jacked. The grip strength that you probably gain from gymnastics is probably an insane perk to have in the real world. Also, another thing that's really cool about gymnastics is the fact that this clip exists. And that's why I love Nestle Crunch. I would have to say that the most fun singular game of any sport that I've played has to be badminton. There's probably a big handful of sports that are more fun than this one, but I don't know if there's a single sport that has the rush that badminton has when you're in the middle of a heated game that's been going on for like 2 minutes. That shit is so hype. I don't even think I've seen badminton live on television ever. It's like that shit is banned on ESPN. I feel like instead of pay-per-view, they pay you per view, even though badminton is underrated as shit. Imagine being the badminton world champion. You're probably less known than an NBA bench warmer. I don't watch the NBA, and I could name a few basketball players. I have no clue who the badminton world champion is. Hey Siri, who is the badminton world champion? Victor Axelsen. Shout out Victor, man. Oh shit. Dude, these guys are falling to the ground literally every second. Bro, this guy looks like he just fought an Avengers level threat after one game of badminton. It's like volleyball, except you can spike it so much faster because you're hitting a little ball of pubes. Shit looks like a plastic sperm cell. The fact that there is a literal sport centered around fighting with swords, and it's not at least within the top 5 most watched sports, is absolutely insane to me. Because yeah, sure, football and soccer, those are cool and shit, but when it comes to seeing who really is superior when it comes to fighting with swords, I feel like we should all really be invested in who the best in the world is. Because what are you gonna do when the IRS comes to your front door trying to falsely accuse you of tax fraud, and the guy pulls out 2 swords and hands one to you and says, "On guard, bitch"? Like, are you just gonna let the IRS chop your head off, or are you gonna fence their ass? I'm gonna fence their ass. Fencing's not as important as hand-to-hand combat, but dude, playing with swords is like cool and shit, dude. I feel like if you were a child watching Star Wars growing up and you wanted to be just like Luke Skywalker, slashing bitches with a lightsaber, I think fencing is your best bet. I'm pretty sure he like fences bitches with his lightsabers. All right, who's gonna win this, Freddy or Spencer? I have no clue, but I feel like Freddy has the upper hand because his mom is like a bitch.
Hey, Spencer. You finally find someone you can beat?
Knock his bitch ass out, Spencer. That guy should not be talking shit. Slice his wiener off. This guy's a jerk.
That kid couldn't even beat my boys. Triple cliche. Yeah.
If I was Freddie Benson, I definitely would have karate chopped that guy's grandmother. Hockey's a pretty popular sport, but for a game where we're literally meant to just bash each other into the wall while we're sliding on ice, I feel like hockey should get a bit more attention, no? I feel like the person who created hockey was definitely not sober, because I just don't understand how you can make those rules without drugs. Oh my god, they got the ref in there. Somebody kicked the ref's ass. Holy shit, the ref got hops. The ref got hops, no Judy. Are those the ref's pubes? Damn, hockey is a lot more hardcore than I thought. So you just heard me talk about a bunch of sports that I think should be more popular, but they're probably not going to get more popular. Make sure to go out of your way to try to watch some of these sports. If you don't, I don't really give a shit. But shout out Victor Axelsen. Anyways, peace. Subscribe!